смотришь в глаза так пристально. Я хочу быть последней женщиной. Тьма. Не умею я же...
Stop.
You have an 8 a.m. meeting, but your revolution is still stuck at 3 a.m. Spent 5 minutes contemplating my life choices, and honestly the soil just feels more supportive than your career advice. If I fit I sit, and if you do not like it you can talk to the... When you wake up from a 3-hour nap and realize you have reached a level of consciousness that no longer requires a physical body or a hairbrush. Spent 5 minutes analyzing the structural integrity of this tree and concluded that it is far too flat to climb, yet perfectly positioned for a midday stare down. You're 3 seconds into a nap and the kitten decides it's time to discuss the meaning of life. You want to go fishing, but you're too lazy to actually move. The holiday decorations go up, but the tiny security guard realizes the intruder is faster than his pay grade allows. This Christmas it is every chihuahua. The spa day you booked turns out to be a communal soup bowl, and the horses are checking to see if you are seasoned enough yet. You ask your cat for a bite of your steak and he takes the whole cow. Trying to wake your friend up for the gym, but you accidentally fall back asleep on top of them instead. You have the spirit of a golden retriever but the aerodynamics of a toasted marshmallow. I used to think my curtains were just decor, but it turns out they are. Tell you the gym is closed, but you already paid for the membership. Survival of the fittest. You really want to be the center of attention, but you also want to be a little dramatic about the heat. Realized the PSPSPS was actually a "we need to go to the vet" talk. You Try to start a fight but accidentally glitch out and factory reset yourself midway through. Trying to have a nice dinner but my supervisor is checking if I am meeting my protein goals. You're a trash cat but you've got a marathon at 2 a.m. and a burning desire to be the fastest snack in the suburbs. I have spent years training for this moment and I will not let a mere window screen stop my destiny. My ancestors were wolves and I am a Trying to take a cute selfie but your dog starts questioning every life choice you've ever made. Would you like me to suggest a few more options based on different vibes, like self-deprecating or from the dog's perspective? I used to think my light fixture was for illumination but it turns out I actually installed a Cirque du Soleil training camp for a very tiny and very chaotic gymnast. POV, you are the last Pringle in the can and I just heard the lid pop open. You're trying to enjoy your day but then remember you're now a 247 snack bar in a human jungle gym. That 1,000-yard stare says she loves him, but she also really loves the idea of an uninterrupted. Trying to figure out if you're a tuxedo cat or just a very fancy potato. You think you're the main character but the boss fight starts early and you realize you have 0 XP. Trying to ignore your coworker but you can literally feel them staring at your screen. You identify as a chicken but your spirit animal is a surface-to-air missile. Proof that if you believe in yourself hard enough, gravity becomes a suggestion. Once trying to act majestic for the parade but your tail decides it's time to start helicoptering toward the audience. Best friend forgets that sharing is caring, so you have to initiate a tactical takedown for that last drop of milk. Survival of the hungriest. I have never seen a car wash with this much horsepower. Trying to act casual, but you know the camera caught you doing something questionable. You're trying to stay awake during the meeting, but your soul has already left the building. Trying to act cool and majestic, but the floor is basically a giant ice cube. At this point, I am no longer an animal, I am a semi-functional sled. Ask your friends to be aesthetic for the photo, but they have 0 brain cells left. One is dissociating, one is trying to eat the prop, and the other is just happy to be included. Pure flower. You're trying to take a nap, but your sibling treats your forehead like a stepping stone to the snack aisle. Awkward moment when you realize you were caught staring and have to immediately act like you were just busy washing your face the whole time.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no.
The buffet opens, but there are only 2 chairs for 12 people. You're 90% water and 10% absolute drama. Project is due at midnight and everyone slowly starts logging off until it's just you and your existential crisis. You realize the 3 o'clock a.m. snack mission was a total success and now you are just waiting for the food coma to take over. I have 0 regrets and even fewer intentions of... Scientists say cats are liquid, but this one is currently rendering in low resolution. Please do not disturb the square kitten while he finishes loading. Trying to sneak into the kitchen for a midnight snack but accidentally summon a shadowy sleep paralysis demon who just wants to dance. You're 90% hedgehog, but those ears are still picking up a bag of chips opening 3 houses away. Decide to open a water park, but you can only afford a garage and a group of chaotic trash pandas. This is the quality content I pay my internet bill for. The Great Trash Panda. You realize the weekend is over and you have to go back to being a functional member of society, but you are actually just a tiny ball of anxiety and fur. You forget to check the mirrors before reversing your 1,500-pound potato.